We are live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are y'all? Can you hear me out there? Good morning, Charles. Good morning, All Things Silver, and whoever else. And David Carlisle. Good morning. Good to see y'all. I'm trying to get where I can get rid of my echo, but the thing isn't up. Y'all have an echo? Papa, good morning. And Papa and David are actually the only ones in here. Charles and All Things Silver were in. Oh, no. Now we got 5 people. People are popping in. Good morning. This sound thing freaks me out because that little horn isn't coming up for me to cancel it. I don't know. But how are y'all today? If I got an echo or anything like that, let me know and I'll try to figure this thing out. Oh, man. You know, I've been awake for hours and it still seems like it's awfully early to get this thing started. All Things Silver, welcome back. Good morning. I do believe, yeah, the link is pinned up there. So anybody that wants to come up and help count for the game, you all are welcome. Any exciting things going on your all's ends of this connection? Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day here today. I got a lot of work I need to do and probably little that I'll get done. But I took a bunch of meat out of the freezer a couple of days ago and it's thawed out now. So I got about 15 pounds of meat that I got to grind into burger. And I got a real little hand crank meat grinder. I have to actually run the meat through it 2 or 3 times before it gets ground well. Are you up on the East Coast there, All Things Silver? It's not another hurricane. It's still that, what, Debbie or whatever. I heard it's dropping lots of rain and moving slow. Now it looks like I got bluebird skies here. It's not going to be hot today. It's not going to get to 80, but that's kind of the kind of days I really like. Well, if you can get venison for $1, you're doing pretty good. And is your venison $1 if it's a doe? And I know hunting tags here are around $30 now. I think maybe $35. Natty, good morning. God is great. Good morning. How are things over in Japan this evening? We'll get the game going here in another 10 minutes or so. DTS, good morning. I want to give few more people chance to get in here. We've got 13 people in here now. That's pretty good. Appreciate y'all coming in. But we'll have some fun and games. I will need to get somebody to come up and help me count, because I've got a little bit of the retards going on, and I can't roll the dice and get back over here and check this StreamYard side of this chat and get it all renewed and everything. And it's just too much for me to do all at once. DTS, I haven't personally talked to Miss Ida in a couple of weeks, although either Thursday or Friday last week, she came into the morning show for a few minutes and said that she's planning on coming back full time on September 2nd. We'll see. But if she can say that much in chat, it tells me that she's healing and knows the difference. But she's got to be able to get to where she can sit in one spot for 2.5 hours. In fact, maybe when she comes back, we might talk her into, cutting her time down a little bit, where she was getting on half an hour. If her start time, the best start time for her is 7:30, then make her start time 7:30, but maybe we can let her, close this thing down before 10 o'clock or something. I don't know. Mike, good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, I haven't heard anything but good news from her end, but I'm sure that she's not comfortable. It's only been about a month now since she's had her surgery. It's got to be getting better, but I don't know. I get lost for things to talk about, especially when I'm sitting here alone. But if any of you guys want to start a conversation, I'll add into it. I can kind of decipher what y'all are saying in text. I'm real good at reading. But I can get by. I'll ask you a fairly political question. How about that? What do y'all think about this governor from Minnesota being Kamala's vice president candidate? I think it's an interesting combination, personally, and shows the desires of the powers that be in the Democratic Party to move into hardcore socialism. I don't know that I really care a whole lot, but I do find it interesting. That's true, Poppy. It won't change the outcome, but it helps paint the picture a little bit for me. Well, Charles, I guess a couple of the biggest things is he was in charge when Minneapolis burned 4 years ago. And he's signed bills so that juveniles can go to their school counselors and get what they call sex-affirming surgery without the consent of their parents. I'm sorry, a minor doesn't have the right to make life-changing decisions. Good morning, Joe. How are you today? That's what I believe, Papa. It really shows their hand. Well, I haven't run too many people off yet. But hopefully somebody will be willing to come up and help count here in a few minutes. I've managed to remember. It took a little bit of time, but I found the dice thing again so I can put it up there and do the automatic dice thing that y'all can see. But I still have to step back out of the StreamYard's chat so that I can get to the app so that I can make that play. I wish I could just put my cursor on the roll right here on the screen and make it roll, but it won't. Clicking buttons. I don't think I'm ever going to get good at this live stream stuff. But somebody keeps on coming and going. It's popping between 12 and 13, back and forth, back and forth. I don't know if it's one person or if y'all are, okay, we only have to spend so many minutes in here, and then it's your turn. But we'll play our game here in a few minutes anyways. Give a couple more people a chance to show up. I might have to change the die, though, from a 20-sided die down to something smaller. But got to cut the grass. Got to grind about 15 pounds of meat today. I got to take Athena for a walk. I'm already wore out. Just making my list. And it's been fun taking our walks down along the lake shore during the summer. Like almost every day there's a different group of people in some cottage. And inevitably somebody wants, can I pet your dog? Can I pet your dog? Athena enjoys that, and so do I, actually. Getting to meet the people and talk to them, even if just for a minute or two, over nothing. It's just kind of nice. It is, Charles. It's nice to, particularly when there's a good breeze like there was yesterday. And just to have that lake to look at stuff. And I guess it probably also gives me a little bit of jealousy of the people that can actually afford to live on the lake. But I get to use it. I probably get to use it more than the people that actually own the properties, because there are a few of them that actually live there. But 90% of those homes are vacation homes. Vacation homes that cost 10 times the amount of the house that I live in. And some of them aren't as nice as the house that I live in. but still costs 10 times as much. It is. It's absolutely insane. There's one house down there. It's got a lot of house, but it looks like it's 3 houses that were just like they built like breezeways between them or extended the roofs or whatever and turned it all into one house. They got a nice beachfront, but the house, and I've looked at the pictures online of the inside. It's like I would have to gut the entire thing, probably just tear it down and rebuild it. But they want $2.2 million for it, as it is. It's been for sale for almost a year. I don't know if it's going to sell. The link, it's not working? Well, let me redo it. Hang on, I got to get the chat up. It is different. Wow, that's weird. How did that happen? Let me go over here. Oh, that's not where I do that. Over here. There. Hopefully that. Oh, there you are. Good morning, Angel.
Yeah, it just took me to my StreamYard, so it didn't take me anywhere.
That's. Who knows? I probably was copied it way too early in the process. HVAC, good morning. But thank you for coming up. We can get our game started here pretty shortly now.
Morning, Natty, HVAC, Charles.
So how are you this morning?
I'm awake. My arm pulled out of socket from bowling.
How did you do?
I didn't lose, but I didn't win.
Did you break a 69?
Yeah, actually, I got into the 80s.
Very good. Did you use the bumper guards?
No, my grandson did, and Keith still beat him. The first game we played, I'm the only one that got a strike, and I was pretty much almost last place.
Professionals, you are professionals.
That's why I beat him.
No, then my grandson actually took himself out yesterday playing soccer.
But he bounced the ball off a tree and hit himself in the head?
No, he went to kick it through my legs, and he fell and pulled something.
Well, that's what he gets for messing with grandma.
I know. I was like, you took me and Papa out last week, so it was karma to take yourself out this week.
Aren't you glad you're going back to work today? Good morning, Lainey.
Yep, gotta go work today. Boo.
Yeah, but you don't have to work so hard in the store.
No, it's more mental work.
And you get some interesting customers.
Oh yeah.
like Captain America.
Yep, Captain America.
Have you talked on your streams about Captain America and I've not noticed it before?
No, he's a friend that we've known for a long time, and we haven't seen him in like over a year.
But he was
And
in the
then
store the day I was there, and kept on trying to tell me that I was in the store while he was there. No, Keith, I didn't see Captain America.
yeah, remember I said I'm gonna go review the films. That's the only good thing about that. It's like I can go review the films to prove him wrong.
Well, I'm going to have to come back down in a few weeks again and visit once again.
That'll be nice. And I got to remember to tell Venture, because Venture's like, oh, if you would have told me, I would have came.
Are there any good bridges around where you live?
I don't think so.
I mean, there's got to be something over Muskegon River. A few places.
I mean,
You know, the lake that I live on is the headwaters for the Muskegon River.
no. My sister lives in Morley. There's a big dam there.
Yep. I know where Morley is.
Morning, Jack. Jim. Well, I mean, there's the bridge to go over from here to Grand Haven.
There you go. That'd probably be a good one for him to work off of. Jack, good morning. How are things in North Carolina? Jim, good morning.
Yeah, but the Grand Haven Bridge is a drawbridge.
Well, do we want to start? I mean, we're already at 20 after. We could probably start playing Dirty Minds here.
You can do it.
As long as Charles is ready to start giving us goes and stops. I will read, we'll go through this whole thing. I will read 3 statements. They are definitely double entendre type statements. They all lead to a word. They actually will lead to a couple of words. Cyclops, good morning, brother. How are you?
Morning, Cyclops.
You want to, in chat, type the non-dirty answer. The G-rated answer.
Yeah,
And
if you want points, you got to do that. But it's sometimes
yeah. I mean, you might think it's more fun to just put the dirty answer in there, and that's up to you. You will just be displaying your hand. That's all it is. But you are free to do that. And then I will roll the die, and it will come up with a number. And if there's 5 people that have the correct answer, and I roll a number 4, it will be the 4th person that has the correct answer that will win that point. The first person to 3 points will get some silver junk from me. Yes, that's an example of Charles's go. When you see his go, you are free to put your answers in.
Yeah, and then there's an example of an answer.
All righty, well, here we go. 2 people grab my joint. You wish for my big piece. I'm a double boner. Cyclops, you leaving?
He said he's going to bed.
Rest well, my friend. Call me soon. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Good morning, Victoria.
Hello, Victoria. Chicken wing.
And the stop is in. And our number is 8.
Ladybug?
Who you got?
Ladybug?
Laney? Okay.
Does someone else agree?
Oh, the answer is
Wishbone?
wishbone. Yes. Sorry about that. I know I was forgetting something. I'm trying to do too much.
I figured majority ruled.
Yeah, it was wishbone.
Yep, Charles said Laney.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to get that the StreamYards, or not the StreamYards, but the Facebook side of YouTube side of the chat back up. Yeah, I'm just doing too much.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got people that can count.
That's why Keith always has to have 2 screens.
That would work easier. Except for then I don't have enough room to do stuff here as it is. All right, here we go. I have the right tool for your crevice. You turn me on and grab my hose. I'm a dirty bag that sucks.
Ex-wife? Sorry about that, Charles.
I could have given that answer too, Charles. All righty. Okay. The answer is, in fact, vacuum or vacuum cleaner. Let me get over here and roll the die.
He said never been married.
And our number is 7.
ATS?
Got some agreement?
Yep, Charles agrees.
Well, Charles, I'll tell you this much. Being married to the wrong person is not a good situation.
Oh, no.
So it makes it awfully difficult to change from a situation that's not bad.
Yeah, some people are just not
Jim
compatible.
Jackson from Muskegon.
It wasn't me.
Angel, how many times have you been married?
Once. That's why it took me so long to marry Keith. I had to make sure that it was going to be only once.
There you go. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it only took me like 12 years to make up my mind.
Hey, I went to a wedding earlier this year where the couple's been together since high school. They have 3 children. Their oldest child is like 15. They're in their mid-30s, and I went to their wedding. I loved it.
Yeah. You got to be sure, man.
All right, let's do this. I have an oozing hole. I shoot my rocks off. My shaft is hot and steamy.
I think there's a shot for that. Good morning, Scatology.
Jobby, good morning. How are you, buddy? There's 23 people in here. I'm amazed. Jack Gallman, happy anniversary, my friend. 43 years is a long time.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that's over half his life.
Considerably.
Yeah, I'm at that point with Keith where I've been with him over half my life.
David, 46 years. Congratulations. We have some people that really knew what they were doing. I'm impressed. I
Yeah.
didn't. The stop is in. I saw mostly correct answers. Volcano. And our number will be number 16. Do we have 16?
Why don't you square that 16 and call it good?
12. I only see 12.
You should just square it.
Now I'll re-roll it.
Oh, man.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Math is hard. Rolling a dice is easy.
David. He's not here.
How you doing, Keith?
He said he's done. He can't win.
David's number 2.
Yep, he stepped in it. Wipe it off your shoe, Dave. Wipe it off your shoe.
All righty. Next question. You grope for me in the dark. You put your hand in your pocket and fiddle with me. I will only work in the right hole. Definitely pocket pull.
That's all I could think of.
The other thing I like about this game is You can't Google the answers.
Right? You start
All right.
Googling the answers and you get like pop-ups from some like X-rated sites.
The stop is in 19. We probably don't have 19.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see 11.
How about number 8?
All right. Mike. 1, 2. Mike Slice.
Okay.
Have a good one, Jack.
Jack, have a blessed day.
Morning, Tuli.
Did I forget to show you the answer again that time? It was key.
We trust you.
I know, I don't trust me. Tuli, good morning. I'm a huge vibrator. I can shake you all night long. I can make you tremble again and again. Magic fingers.
It's a quarter for every 5 minutes.
And that was back when the quarters were made out of silver. My bed does that now. But I dropped the remote and broke the remote. Well, I'll turn the vibrator on. I've got to get a new remote for it. I'll turn that vibrator on and it runs for like half an hour and it puts me to sleep.
See, Dave agreed with me.
The stop is in. It is earthquake. And our number 13.
We got 9.
We got 9. How about 6?
Joe.
Who you got at number 6?
Joe.
Oh, Joe. Okay.
Go, Joe.
I had Joe on also, but I'm looking at the StreamYards chat.
We're filling in for Mrs. Ida Tuli. So like next week the Tizos will be on Monday, and then I'll be on Tuesday. Sterling will be on Wednesday, and then I guess I gotta do Thursday and Friday because Frostbite's gonna be busy.
Unavailable next week.
Yeah, he's busy. The plumber is supposed to be coming.
But yeah, so the different channels have different games, but it's all kind of the same.
Yeah, so yeah, hopefully if everything goes well, September 2nd, Ida will take back over. if all goes well.
Yes, I would love to see Miss Ida come back, but most of all, I would love to see her doing well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so fingers crossed everything goes as planned.
Okay, next round. Everyone wants to take me home. I'm fondled by winners. I'm an exciting climax. This might be a little bit more difficult of one. Hey, I woke up at about 4, Thule, but I went to sleep at about 9.
Puppy.
HVAC. No. No.
Hey, if Pops wants to take Thursday or Friday.
I'd rather get Spud Lee.
Morning, AZ. Actually, yeah, if anybody in chat does live streams, if y'all want to take next Thursday or Friday, let me know.
I mean, the bar isn't that high. Look at what I'm doing. It doesn't take a lot to cover this. But our stop is in. The answer is trophy. And
I want my participation trophy.
our number is 13, if we have 13.
Let's see.
AZ, good morning.
I see 9.
All righty, well, let's roll it again. How about number 6?
Bill Gibson.
Bill Gibson. I'm not going to write your name down twice this time, Bill. I need a licking before the pricking. My end slides in a very small hole. I can slip out at the wrong moment. That's a different one, too. I think these people got lazy after a while. They probably sat down a whole hour and wrote these cards.
It should be called innuendos. Have you ever played that, like, Cards Against Humanity?
Can't say I have. The stop is in. The answer is thread. I will accept Jim Shank's threading a needle because I think that that's really where that went to a little bit more so. And our number will be number 4. Do we have 14?
Got 11.
How about number 4?
Ladybug.
Laney's got 2. She's the first one.
Laney's in the lead. Charles loves the Cards Against Humanity.
Well, somebody's going to have to get a game of it and play it on it. Is it a game that we could play,
um,
or do you kind of need to be in a small?
kind of need the cards because, like, you get answer cards, and then a question gets asked, and then everybody chooses one of their answer cards, and then they tell their answer to the question, and then
So it's kind of like apples to apples then.
yeah. But the person that asked the question gets to pick who they thought had the best answer.
Yep. That's kind of like apples to apples then. Although
Yeah,
it's not
probably.
I think there is one person chosen as a judge, and they're remain the judge in that. It's been a long time since I played
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah, we all take turns. Like, I'll read a question, and then I got to pick who I thought had the best answer, and then
Yeah.
it just keeps going around.
I can please one person or a whole party. I'm hot and gooey and come in a box. Some people enjoy me even more the morning after. Reminds me of going to college.
Charles says it's like apples to apples, but with dirty mind answers mixed in. I mean, I guess you could play it if you got enough like contestants up on panel, and then the chat could vote for who had the best answer.
That would be a way to do it, but you would have to have people up on panel. Okay, we've got our stop in. You people are so brilliant. The answer is Pazza. And the winter. Do we have 12?
Yeah. AZ.
Oh, we just had 12. Huh?
12. Yeah, we had exactly 12.
Well, congratulations, AZ. You're on the board. And Chase and Laney. I have a giant sack. I come only once a year. I get pulled by a horny vixen. Wrong one. Like that.
Yep. Santa Claus.
The stop is in. It is indeed Santa Claus. Number 10.
AZ.
AZ again?
I think so. Yep.
Now that was quick.
It happens sometimes.
It does.
Someone coming in and just like
I've
takes over.
seen people get 3 in a row. I did once on Idas. That was a long time ago when there wasn't near as many people played. They make passes at friends. They keep touching their balls. They jam it in the hole to win.
Hmm.
AZ, you might have to go buy a lottery ticket for today. Boy, I could be a real stinker, but I won't be.
I was thinking bowling ball, but everybody else said different.
I'll read the first line again. They make passes at friends. The stop is in. Y'all are right, but y'all are wrong too because it's the basketball players.
Oh, it's the players. Players gonna play.
But we're going to accept basketball. I'm not going to be that kind of a dick. Number 9.
I think it's ATS. ATS.
ATS. All right, ATS has got 2 now. I stick my nose in private places. I'm a dick. I'm sneaky when I'm on a tail. Hit that enter.
Morning, Rez.
Hey, darling. How are things in Australia this evening? We're playing a crazy game called Dirty Minds. I read 3 lines and you got to give the clean answer. Okay, the stop is in. The absolute correct answer is detective, but I will take investigator, private investigator, detective. So I think it's basically all the answers.
Yeah, everybody answered
Something
roundabout.
something of that nature.
Yeah.
Number 8.
ATS.
ATS for the win.
Wiener, wiener. He won yesterday too. He's on a roll.
Nice job, ATS. He won from me a couple weeks ago too. I've got all the lists of all the names of people that have won from me. I just haven't sent anything out yet because I've got some stuff poured, but I still need to finish it. And good morning, Victoria.
Good morning, Sterling and Angel.
And we get rid of that. How you guys doing? Good to see you, Victoria.
Well, it's good to see you guys. I've missed a few days.
Feeling poorly or
Yeah,
just busy?
sick.
Well, I'm glad you're having a good day today.
Yep, I'm here.
And I'll make that assumption because you're here.
Yep. I felt okay Monday afternoon, but that's about the only day.
Brown Sugar, good morning.
Good morning, Brown Sugar.
Morning, brown sugar. Morning, my sweet friend Victoria.
Good morning.
I had to run to the potty to release my coffee, so
I understand that.
I snuck away. So yeah, I was glad ATS won because like I was holding it for
You
a
just
while.
needed to go to the bathroom, wouldn't you?
I was like, please somebody win, please somebody win.
Well, I appreciate you being here and holding your pee.
Yeah, I was supposed to go fishing yesterday with two of my grandsons and had to cancel. And so that was depressing
Oh,
because I really wanted to go.
now do you go like fishing off of a boat, or
No, just off the side of a lake.
do you have like a pay lake that you go to, or
No, it's a public place that they call, well, I can't think now. Bluegrass is what they call it. It's a
county or
wildlife area that they protect.
they have some piers that go out that you can go and fish off of, or just off the shore?
There's a place where you can take a boat in so that you can walk out a little ways there,
Mm-hmm.
on the sides, but it's mostly just
Off the shore.
off the shore. Yeah.
That can work.
Yep.
It won't work very well on the lake that I live on, although I've seen people with pole and hook trying to catch minnows.
Hmm.
And if I want to catch minnows, I'll get a seine net out and catch about 50 of them at one time and have enough to go fishing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to try to catch those when we were kids.
It's easier with a net.
It is.
Yeah.
We used to catch tadpoles when I was a kid, and of course we did it with our hands, and that's not as easy as it is with a net.
That's what we would do. We would like stick our hands in the water and then like bring our hands up and see if anything stayed in them.
Yeah.
What's really fun is you get in the schools of the minnows and standing in the lake. And if you stand still enough, long enough, they'll come up and they'll start like sucking the oxygen bubbles off of the hairs on your legs and stuff. It's
Come up and kiss you, huh?
they do.
Yeah, they
I
do.
mean, it certainly doesn't hurt, and it doesn't tick it, but you can feel it.
Yeah.
It's just there.
And if you don't know what it is and not expecting it, it kind of freaks you out.
Well, you can definitely see down to the bottom of my lake.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever watched any of my videos where I'm walking Athena?
I've watched one or two, but not many.
That's one of the comments that I get very frequently is how clear the lake is.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking 50, 60 years ago. There was a time we were out there on the sailboat, and one of the guys that was on the sailboat with us lost his eyeglasses in about 35 foot of water. we came back later with the speedboat and found his glasses.
Wow.
Well, that's
That's
good.
pretty awesome. Yeah.
Higgins Lake is a very, very clean lake. And that's the only reason that Muskegon River that Angel lives near is reasonably clean. There's a lot of industry between here and there. But that river is the runoff from my lake. Thule, I'm pushing on 70 real hard.
He's knocking on the door. I'd be running from the door, man. I wouldn't be like, let me in.
The years that end in 0 are not so bad. It's the ones that end in 5 that really suck. Because once you hit one that ends in 5, you know you're closer to the next 0 than you were to the last one.
Yeah, that's true. It's a halfway point.
I'm just thankful for every year.
Every
Made it
day.
to another one. Yep.
Yay.
Every day, every year.
Yeah, most of us, our minds are in our like 20s and 30s until our bodies laugh at us.
Well, mine laughed at me when I was 23, so that, didn't really make any difference on age.
23 and holding.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't matter how old I get, I can stay immature forever.
That's true.
And I'm very good at it. Thank you very much.
I think you should get a participation trophy.
Absolutely. Well, Charles, when you get to be 88, you'll have 4 rounds in your number. I don't know if it makes things any easier. When I was going for my walk yesterday, there was cottage where there's a lot of people outside. And I've met a few of them from there before. Or should I say Athena's met a few of them from there before. But we come walking by and a couple of them came out to meet Athena. Young girl, 13 years old. It was her birthday. Oh my God. I remember having my 13th birthday on this lake. That was a long time ago. She looked at me like, was this lake even here that long ago?
There's paved roads now, Sterling.
Not on the lake, there isn't. It's just gravel. And I've got the road rash on my leg to prove it. Well, David, you would know what Sound Over 50 sounds like. I'm sure of that. Seeing as how I think we were born in the same year, maybe even the same month. I think we've had this discussion before. Is your birthday next month?
Plumber's here. Okay.
Oh, we got past the halfway point.
Whoop, whoop.
I don't know if we're going to get to 10 o'clock.
Why?
I'm running out of steam. And I've got so much work I've got to do today.
Yeah.
What you got to do?
I've got about 15 pounds of meat I need to grind in my hand grinder.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot of work right there.
Got to cut the grass, so I've got half an acre of grass to cut with my push mower.
Mm.
And I got to take Athena on a 3-mile walk. Same year, David. I knew we were the same year. Oh,
Yeah.
Jobby
You're
wants to come up and join us. Come on up, Jobby.
Oh no.
Good morning, my friend.
Don't get me started today, Javi.
Good morning, Jobby.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
Well, it's 11 p.m. here in Australia, so I'm getting a bit tired. What are you guys doing?
We're just starting the day. I mean, we had our minds scrambled from playing Dirty Minds, and so now we're just trying to figure out a way to end this show.
Yeah. I'll try to be on my best behavior today.
Actually, there's something I wanted to ask Jobby about, because I know that you enjoy watching the Olympics and all of that.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the men that were fighting the women, the boxing?
I am not a fan of that. I think that's ridiculous.
I mean, the gold medal round for women's boxing came down to 2 men fighting each other.
Yeah, it's absurd. If it wasn't official, you would think it was comedy. It's absurd. Anyway, that's my opinion. Sorry.
No, that's quite all right. But I wanted to hear the opinion of somebody that supports and enjoys the Olympics, because
Yeah,
I've been hearing very similar opinions from a whole lot of people that, I'm not going to have a damn thing to do with the Olympics.
Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of what you said. Men punching the crap out of women. Yeah, that's not the way I was brought up.
And I mean, it's. I'm sorry, it's not sport.
No,
guys,
it's not.
They weren't allowed to fight in women's fights outside of the Olympics just last year, both of them. But the Olympics
Yeah,
says,
well,
but the Olympics says, well, what does your passport say? You can put anything you want into your passport. You could say you're Marvin from Mars if you want to on your passport.
well, that's the thing, really. It's getting to that point of such ridiculousness that the pendulum should swing back to sanity, really. Because to me, it's insane.
That too, AZ. There are, but it's been that way for a while. When they added, I think it was when they added basketball, wasn't it? That they started putting professionals in there.
Yeah, all I can tell you in Australia,
The Russians have always put professionals in there because you become an Olympic athlete and they just take care of you, and you don't that's your job.
But yes, I'm definitely not a fan of men punching the shit out of women. It shouldn't be allowed. It's ridiculous.
And then to get the gold medal part.
Right?
Oh, I'm not sure of this, but I don't believe that there's any gold in an Olympic gold medal. If
It's
anybody knows,
plated now. They're plated now.
Yeah.
they-
Yeah, they're gold plated silver. Yeah.
Yeah, Keith was having a discussion on that last night. So some of the old gold medals were actually gold, and they're worth like over $100,000 just in gold value.
Yeah. What
they're
country?
They're like pure gold, not even like 10K or something.
I think that was the Barcelona Olympics where they had 100% gold in the medal. But yeah, it's usually silver plated gold. But I think Barcelona was 100% gold. But good question.
Yeah, I think
How
they
much
said
gold is there in the gold medal? Not much.
they were saying like the real gold medals from way back when was like 16 ounces or something. I don't know.
I don't think that's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
That's half a kilo.
Well, that one's 1 ounce.
Yeah, could you imagine 16 times the size of that? Remember when Mark Spitz won 7 of them? It would have broke his neck hanging them all around his neck at one time.
He would have broke his neck. That was a good one. It is pretty heavy. Gold is heavy. That's an Australian one for you.
There you
If
go.
you can see it. Oh, there you go. There's a kangaroo.
That's a good reflection right there.
Yeah.
A nice reverse proof.
And
That's the photograph I don't really appreciate.
well, that's our late queen. She's gone to her maker.
I'm not fond of any emperors.
Oh, they're not. They have no power. They're just figureheads. There's our current figurehead.
As ears aren't big enough.
Yeah, big ears. King Charles III.
King Charles the pedophile.
Oh, I don't know. He might be. I don't know.
There's some evidence that points in that direction. But yes, no, I don't know for a fact. I really
Yeah, I don't know.
care, except for the fact that I don't want any children.
But yeah, there's more gold in this than the gold medals.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If they're gold plated, there might be a gram.
Yeah, not much. Yeah.
6 grams.
6 grams?
It says each gold medal is primarily composed of around 500 grams of silver and coated with 6 grams of gold.
So they are half a kilo. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah, it says the last medal that was pure gold was in 1912.
1912. Was that Barcelona? I thought they had pure gold at Barcelona.
Barcelona was only, what, 12 years ago?
It says Stockholm, Sweden. No, it says 1912. Not 2012.
Okay. But yeah, they're basically silver medals, but coated in gold. Yeah.
But even back in 1912, I mean, gold was $20 an ounce. That would have been $240 worth of gold back in 1912. That would have been a lot of money. You could have bought a house for that.
Oh, I wish I could buy a house with this. Doesn't quite get there. Maybe a car, but not a house.
Someday, maybe for a short period of time, after the banks collapse, gold and silver will be overvalued for a while.
Yeah. So you're an avid watcher of world finances, I'm guessing.
I pay attention. I don't really. I mean, I kind of watch, what the gold and silver spot markets do, but not all that closely. I mean, when it's done like it's done in the last several days and dropped like a rock, yeah, obviously I noticed that.
It's went back up this morning.
Has it
Yep.
a
Went
bunch?
back up about $20 on the ounce of gold and 29 cents on the silver. But
They're still significant moves, but
yeah,
it dropped a lot.
yeah,
But gold dropped about $60 or something, $70
yeah.
from where it was at just the end of last week.
Well, it's back up.
That's the time to buy. That's the time to buy because gold, precious metals never go down. Maybe on a day-to-day basis, they might go a little bit up and down.
The
But
trend,
overall, if you look at the trend over, say the last 50 years, the only way is up.
Yep.
when my grandfather sold his farm back in the 60s when I was a young child, I went with him to the closing. The closing was at one bank for the farm, and the house he was buying, the closing was at another bank a couple blocks away in downtown Flint, Michigan. We were going between the two banks, and they gave him a pile of $1,000 bills for his farm. He had me carry them in my pocket over to the bank a couple blocks down because he said, well, if any muggers just, see me walking out of the bank, they might decide to mug me, but they won't bother you because you're a little kid. So carry this. It was about $90,000 that I had in my pocket at one time in cash, but it lasted for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What? That's a lot of cheeseburgers. What did you do with that money?
He took it and bought it. He bought another house with it.
Oh yeah, okay.
We went from we closed on that farm that he sold and went to the closing on the house that he bought.
Yeah, I don't know what your housing market is like, but it's pretty horrendous in Australia.
It's pretty bad here. And I bought my house 9 years ago this month for $54,000. They say I've done some work to it, but not like anything drastic. I haven't changed the house. I've just like replaced the well and things like that, put a new roof on it. But they say it's worth $180,000 after 9 years.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Three and a half
Land.
times what I paid for it.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's great.
Not really.
yeah. Well, it's up right now, so
My taxes are based on what they say it's worth. My taxes should be based on what I paid for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
property taxes are gone up.
I can't comment on taxes because that changes everywhere. And in your case, state by state, what states are you guys in?
This
Michigan.
one crew and I are both in Michigan. And Victoria
Michigan?
in Indiana, yes?
Yes.
So we're all in middle America.
But
All
I
right.
don't
All
own
the way to
any
the coast.
property.
Well, at least you've got a middle America. If you go to middle Australia, you'll die.
Out in the desert.
Oh, yeah.
But Julie, if you really like currency, you need to go over to Miss Coin Crew and Keith's shop, the Coin Zone. Keith has got some amazing currency.
Yeah, he has $1,000 bill and two $500 bills.
And bills are
American.
printed on one side. And
Yeah.
Are these American bills?
yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know why
pretty cool.
I don't know why they quit making 500s and thousands.
It made it easier for criminals to hide money.
I think the one we have in the condition, it's like 1,500 or 1,200 or something. The $500 bill.
It's a beautiful bill. Keith showed it to me. He's proud of it. Oh, you got a dong.
$10 billion.
10 trillion.
A trillion.
And it won't buy you a Happy Meal.
Probably not. I'm shopping like a trillionaire. I'm shopping like a trillionaire.
That too, David. If it's on paper, it can be counterfeited.
Yeah, but it's a pain to have to count out like big amounts of money in just $100 bills.
And just think of all the cotton plants that have to be harvested to make those bills. I'd say trees you got to cut down, but I don't think any wood fiber in that paper.
Yeah, I don't know. In Australia, it's all plastic now. They're banknotes. No trees involved, just petroleum.
Man, what happens when you forget to take your money out of your pocket and it goes in the dryer?
It melts.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know how to answer that, but yeah. I've
But
had.
then you don't even have
Okay.
you don't even have that stuff anymore. It's just all electronic now, isn't it?
You have the choice. You know. You can use your digits on your bank screen, or you can use cash. Cash is still king. You will actually get a discount if you pay in cash. So I don't think cash is going anywhere, beside what some of the naysayers are saying. Oh, cash is dead. No, it's not, and it won't ever be dead. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I prefer to pay in cash.
I'll go to the bank and draw out cash before I go to the store. Because I don't want the bank knowing what I'm buying, and I don't want the store to be able to tie what I'm buying to me.
Well,
And
you're talking about privacy.
What's
Yeah.
that?
You're talking about privacy. Nobody else needs to know what you do
Exactly.
with what is yours.
Exactly. And if you use electronic money, they can trace right to your doorstep everything you do.
Yeah, have you ever noticed, like, if you're talking about like something maybe that you want to purchase or something, and then all of a sudden you're getting ads for what you were talking about?
Exactly. I mean, it's not even that you were looking at that stuff and you wind up getting more ads. You're just talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, your phone is listening to you and then trying to sell you stuff.
I mean, I'm going to go and sell my silver and go buy a Lamborghini. Watch me now start getting advertisements from Lamborghini.
The Lamborghini salespeople are going to be like
Knocking on my door.
Sterling now.
and know that would never happen, even if I had enough money to do it.
Morning, J Dog.
J Dog, good morning.
That's nice to throw that into your conversation, Sterling, just to get them riled up, isn't
Exactly.
it?
Do you ever answer the phone when the scam callers call you and start having a conversation? And
Yeah, I had one of those today, actually. Yes.
And then tell them, yeah, you would never buy anything from them. You know they're a scammer.
I just said to them, I don't need it.
I like watching Uncle Sal, man, because he's like really quick witted on his toes.
Although half the time when my phone rings and it says, probable scam or what does it say? But there's a code that it puts on there that it's BS.
Yes, it's possible scams. Possible.
Like this one says Austinburg, Ohio. I know it's going to be somebody trying to sell me insurance.
I tell people I don't own a car.
No, what they want to sell me all the time are the Medicare supplements.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's what they try
I
to
get
tell my husband.
at least one call a day for that.
What is a Medicare supplement? What's that?
When you're retired like me, I'm on government insurance, and the government insurance that they give you only covers so much. You can buy supplements so that it will cover your medical expenses better.
Okay, so it's like a premium.
Yeah, and
Right.
I've got a free one. I don't use my medical insurance hardly. The only thing that they do for me is my dental visits, my eye care, and my chiropractor. But other than that, I don't use medical insurance. And maybe someday I'll break an arm or something and have to go to a doctor, so I'll be glad I have it then. But I don't buy the extra stuff.
Well, that's the thing. In America, you kind of have to buy if you want to get it, right? We've got Australian Medicare, so you can just go to the hospital or whatever, doctor. The government pays. Sounds a bit weird, I know, but that's what Australia does.
There's a lot more countries like that than are like us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're going to travel to the United States, you've got to buy an medical insurance policy before you come to be on the safe side. I saw a show about it, where somebody had gotten in a car wreck on vacation in the United States that lived in another country like that to have the insurance. And they got, billed lots and lots of, a lot of money owed. So they were saying, people should buy medical insurance if they're going on vacation to the United States from a country that has that free, medical.
David, I got a free Part C, and I mean the good thing about it is it comes with, I think it's $90 every quarter that I get to spend on supplements, and so I buy a lot of my NAC and my different supplements that I take get covered from the insurance that I pay nothing for. But buying the stuff off of the catalog that they send me that I get to spend on $90 every 3 months from prices in there are ridiculous. If I went to the health food store and bought them at the health food store, they'd be half the price. But I get that $90 for free, so I'm going to use it.
Well, you've already paid the $90, but Free, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit different down in Australia. Yeah, it just seems a little bit more complex in America.
You know, AZ, it maybe is, but we don't pay as much in taxes because,
Okay.
you know, AZ, I stay away from the dispensaries because you have to give them your driver's license and they track you, and they're expensive. I make all of my own stuff. I do all of my own processing. And Quahog, good morning, sir. How are you?
Ditto. I can't never say his name right, so I'll say ditto. Oh, he did not receive a notification, Sterling.
I didn't set it up until about 5 o'clock this morning.
Mm.
Might have been even later than that. I was just kind of getting the fog out of my eyes at that point in time.
Yep. I come in late.
But on the next few Wednesday mornings, at least for the rest of this month, and we'll see about next month, I'll be on Wednesday mornings at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern time.
Yepper.
Miss Ida did tell us that she is planning on being back in full swing on September 2nd.
Yep. So all goes well.
Well, I hope she does well and is able to come back.
Morning,
Full
Quahog.
swing. Mainly want her to get well.
Exactly. Although I do enjoy her show a lot better than mine. Seems to move better.
Yeah, we're all missing Ida.
Yep.
I gotta start getting ready for work. So I love you guys.
Love you, Angel.
See y'all tomorrow.
Okie doke.
Bye, Angel.
She went to work. The grinding wheel.
Have a great day at work. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of running out of steam here. Anybody else got anything that they want to see if we can get some response from people in here? You got any questions of the day there, Jobby?
Questions. Questions.
Anything about us Yanks that just absolutely is nothing but a big question to you, and you want to know why the hell we do what we do?
Well, America's pretty good. I wouldn't mind living there myself, but no. What do you think?
I
See,
try
I'd
not
like to live in Australia. I'll swap you.
Australia is one of the countries that I've actually have some interest in visiting, but I really don't have a whole lot of interest in visiting much of anywhere.
I'd like to
there's
visit
much
Australia.
of the United States I've never seen.
Oh yeah, join the club. We both have pretty much the same land size. I've never been to Western Australia in my entire life because that's like a whole different time zone when you get that far west.
I'd like to go to New Zealand also.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's less less things that will bite you in New Zealand.
I know. I heard some of those sheep will bite.
Yeah, probably.
But I think that we're kind of at a point where we can say, it's been a good show, people. Thank you for coming in and spending some time with me. But I think I'm going to get my day started.
So grind some meat and cut some grass.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Well, it was good talking to you, Sterling.
Good talking to you, Victoria. You have a good day and stay healthy, my friend.
Oh, I'm going to. See everybody in chat. Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah. Angels tomorrow.
Okie dokie.
We'll see you at Angels tomorrow, everybody. Have a blessed day and stay safe. And thank God for everything that you get.
Yep.
Amen. Cheerio, Sterling.
Jobby, thank you. Bye now.